Hello there! Only one Kenobi here, only one, and welcome to another figure hack video. And it features one of my favourite figures, the Legacy Collection Anakin Skywalker concept art. This is another one. I now have 3 of these. I just love it so much, this figure. I won't waffle on too much now about why I love this figure, but mainly because of the fact that it's just the Skywalker saga all in one. Look at him. He's wearing black. It's Anakin Skywalker. It's Luke Skywalker's father. That's how I think he should have looked as well in the Revenge of the Sith. I really think they should have done that. Because at the end of the day, the plot was that they were pulling him. He was pulling him away from the Jedi. I'm appointing you to be my personal representative on the Jedi Council. You know, and he had a lust for power. He wanted to win that war. He said, you know, I will not betray the Republic, you know, and things like that. So it could have been that he went AWOL and off he went with him, and before he knew it, he was using the dark side. Or it could have been that, you know, he didn't lose to... It could be that. That's how he could have looked. But also, this figure represents an expanded universe representation of Anakin. If he hadn't lost to Obi-Wan, he might have come back to the Emperor, changed his attire, and looked like this. Because at the end of the day, look at that cape. That is Darth Vader, isn't it? Look at it, the way it flows, just like Vader's did. It's like the human Vader, if you like. So that's why I like that figure. It's the prequels all the way to the original trilogy. It's episodes 1 to 6. It's got the blue saber. It's got the black of Luke in Return of the Jedi. It echoes that. And more importantly, it's got the Vader flowing cape plus that facial sculpt. Man, it's a complete joke that Hasbro never gave us that again. Did they nail that facial sculpt of Hayden Christensen or nah? So I've got 3 of them now. This one here never came with a cape. That's the first one I ever got. So I customized him and put some soft goods on it. But I like the way that you can do this. I don't want to hear any more about Obi-Wan. You know, he's got that dismissive Jedi, you know, that kind of thing going on as well. He looks cool, man. And if you have the head down, this is what Volcanic's Playground said. Head down, he looks angry. Head up, normal. So anyway, that's great. Anyway, so I did this head swap a while ago. All you need is the Last Jedi Kylo Ren. It's got the scar on it. This one here is a massive. He's got like a real fat head, that figure. I don't quite know why. This one doesn't work doing what I'm about to do. Let's get the Emperor out of the way there. So the ball heads, the ball joints are the same size for both these figures. Can I just tell you now that this is not going to be a cheap figure hack. You've either got this figure or you don't. Unfortunately, sadly, the circumstances are as rare as hen's teeth. So to get hold of him is a lot of money. This cost me £30 loose. I don't know if anyone else was watching it or looking for it, but that's a lot of money. I did once get one carded for 30 and I sold it again, but you know, they list him for so much money because he's so rare. I don't know what the answer is, but you know, Hasbro, before I move on with this hack, can I just say that, you know, number one, you don't have to re-release this figure because, you know, it's a very exclusive concept art of him. But Jesus Christ almighty, these other figures have just not held up. They just don't have that look. It's the hair, I think, that makes it so good. But, you know, some Anakins are just awful. They've either got a big fat head or a terrible mullet. Look at this facial sculpt. I can't see Hayden there. Sorry, Ben. Just knocked over Kylo there. Adam, sorry, Adam. Right, let's do this. So here's the head swap. Simple enough. I'm just going to get rid of this head and I'm going to take that cloak off. Now, given that this figure and this character is not canon, that's what makes it work potentially as a custom figure of Ben Solo, because nobody in Star Wars looks and dresses like that. You could think to yourself, well, Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi wears black. I'll find myself a Luke figure and swap the head. But, you know, Luke's attire is very specific. You could swap the sabers. You could have this guy here and put a blue saber on him and think, yeah, I've got a Ben Solo now. But I don't think Ben Solo was still wearing the Kylo Ren attire. Let me know. I don't know. I don't think he was. And that belt buckle there, you see, I don't think he was looking that smart. He looked like he was just wearing a black t-shirt. He didn't look like anything specific. So this figure, if anything, I know it's an amazing Anakin and blah, 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 I've just said how great it is, but it's very non-specific, the attire. It's just black clothing. And I'm sure it maybe had a bit of texture on. I don't know. I'll have to relook at the picture. Still, anyway, let's get this head on. This head does fit like a glove. Because look, check this out. Hang on. Same balls joint sizes, but keep this in mind. Look at the angle of the head there, and look at it here. It's stooped going forward. And when I put this on now, you'll notice that it does fit on fine, but the head can't really tilt forward very much. So it is constantly sort of like, that's as far down as it will look. Like there. Excuse me. And he's just like looking straight ahead. He can't look down, but he can like look up like that. And also the neck doesn't look quite right like that, but you can change the angle. It's not too bad. I've seen a lot worse. You wait until I show you what that one looks like on top of it. It doesn't work at all. But what you can do is you can pull the head up so it's just sort of sat on the top part of the ball, so it can look down a bit that way. Bear with me, like that, you see? But maybe it's sat up too tall now, I don't know. Let me know. I just thought it's a nice idea. I haven't bought this figure, by the way, to make a Ben out of it. I just bought it because I loved it so much. This one, I mean. I love that so much. I just wanted to have more of them. But it's possible that you can use this body for a Ben. Custom. You can have him standing with Tilly Mint there. Stand together. Die together. You see, I'm not a fan of the film, but there's certain bits that are good. Dialogue, imagery, which I like. So I can't completely hate it, but I'm not a fan of The Rise of Skywalker. I think the whole trilogy became a mess, a car wreck, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Watch this. So if you put this figure on there like that, on this head on there, look at that. It's, I mean, I always thought that this was such a fat head. It's like, it's almost like completely the wrong. Look at that head, even on this figure, which it does fit on this one. Look to see the difference in the ball joint sizes there. It's unnecessarily large, that head. I don't quite know what they were thinking, Hasbro. Unless Adam Driver is, look at it compared to her P head there. He looks like a giant, like gigantism. I think he always looks like David Walliams, this figure there. Still, that's a really good figure there. I like that one. So there you are. That is my figure hack. I think I'm going to knock it on the head there. No pun intended there. I'm going to wrap up there. So let me know what you think about that. And although I love this figure to high heaven, there's one major flaw with it, and that's the fact that it doesn't have ball joints here. That would really make it top notch, but still it doesn't have that. So you can tell the way he's sort of like looking upwards. You need to have him sort of like looking down a bit more, maybe. I don't know. So there you are. That's how I've done it, using those figures. Legacy Collection, Concept Art Anakin, and of course, The Last Jedi, Kylo Ren. Thank you for watching. If you're new around here, subscribe. I have been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.